To my channel, and here today the topic of the discussion is uh, Gradle Scripts. So I'm going to explain you in depth about what is a build.gradle file, what are these files. Okay, if you see, we have a lot of different files generated automatically, and those are inside this subfolder Gradle Scripts. So yeah, come on, let's see what is this Gradle file. Okay, so actually, what is Gradle? If you go to one of my blog spot, I have explained you in detail. I will also provide you the link, so you can read by yourself. I will provide the link in my under my video below. So as I told you before, like, our Android project consists of various Kotlin files, right? Various files and folders and subfolders under this app directory, which has multiple subdirectories, that is manifest, Java, okay, and these are the generated Java, these are resource folders. Okay, so now what are Gradle file? Gradles is a build tool of choice for Android. Okay, it controls a number of different things, including but not limited to the following things. That is, what device you run on the app. Okay, so if you go to your module level of app, if you see here that if you guys remember, when we made the project, we selected our mean SDK version and the target SDK version, right? So there are three different important things that you have to understand. There are mean SDK version is the minimum operating system, like, or API level that your app is gonna run. So it's a minimum. So like, all the app from your minimum SDK version to the target SDK versions, all these device, including in this range, are gonna run in your device. Okay, so, and what is a compile SDK version? Compile SDK version uh, is a version in which your app is really compiled. So your APK is compiled in version 30. Okay, so, and the target SDK version is the version in which your app is tested. Okay, so when you make a APK, when the Gradle files make a APK and it's tested in an emulator which is of API version 30. Okay, so these are the three important things that you have to understand, and it's always recommended to make a compile SDK version to the latest version of the Android OS. Okay, so that means for the moment my latest version is 30. Okay, so that is Android 11. And yeah, we have also version code and version name, which are mostly used when we make a release. Okay, so in each and every release we have to like, increment the version code and also the version name. Okay, and yeah, as you can see here, compiled to executables, you have dependency management. As you can see here, all the dependencies are inside this dependency script here below. So we have to include that all the dependencies, like dependencies. What are dependencies? Dependencies are all the libraries that are included in your project. So it can be external libraries or the libraries that is provided by the Android operating system. Okay, so yeah, app signing for Google Play, right? And run automated tests. Okay, so it does. So Gradle does all these things. Okay, so yeah, so the basic idea is, if you understand, like, when we make like, run this app, actually, if you see it here below, like, Gradle is running all the scripts to download Gradle build. As you can see, it's Gradle build running, right? So that means when you click this button, all the Gradle scripts is gonna assemble the project, compile, assemble the project with all these characteristics. Okay, that we have like, defined here, and then like, it's gonna make a APK. Okay, and which is send the APK to the emulator to run the app and test it. Okay, so as you can see, it's already operation succeeded. So, and also the uh, yeah, the most important thing is also, another important thing is this one. So is there are two build the Gradle scripts. Okay, so one is for the project level and the second is for the module level. So what is this build Gradle for the project level? In the project level, so it's actually defined for the entire project. Okay, and the important thing is like Gradle is a very generic build tool. Okay, it doesn't automatically know how to build the Android project or Kotlin files. Okay, so there are two dependencies in project level which are very important. That is okay, let me close this emulator so we can explain it. There are two dependencies here. If you see here, this is the dependency in project level. So actually as you can see here, the note, do not place your application dependency here. So all the application dependencies are placed in your module level. Okay, so these are here, you place all your application dependencies here. But here in the project dependency, there are two dependencies in project level which are very important, because this is where we download all the Gradle scripts for actually building the Kotlin app. Okay, these scripts are the part of the Gradle plugin, and this dependency says which version of plugin to actually download. So that means if you go to the the module level build Gradle scripts, here if you see the plugins, so we are gonna actually here we are integrating the plugins. So actually from this project level dependency, it already knows that which plugin version is being downloaded or included. Okay, so that's why it's important. And also the important things are in the project level we have like here the repositories. There are two kind of repositories here that is like we are downloading the all the actually this Google repository. It means like we are downloading um, all the libraries which are provided by our Google. Okay, which is the Google supported libraries. Okay, are are being downloaded. Okay, like all the repositories from the Googles are being downloaded here. And JCenter is also another popular repository which is actually popular for open source publishers. So all the open source libraries being um, are being placed here, okay, in this repository. So that's it. And yeah, finally the we have to focus mostly on the module level build Gradle script, because actually here we have a lot of information, okay, that are important to us. So another important, and I should say it's a super important thing that you have to be careful, is the application ID. Because this application ID, as I told you before in my previous video, that it should be unique. Okay, so because you cannot actually download two application in the same mobile with the same application ID. So your application ID should be unique. Okay, so you cannot actually also publish two application with the same application ID. Okay, so this is super important that we have to understand. Okay, and by default the application ID is same with your package name. Okay, so your application ID and package names are, if you see here, it's same. Okay, by default. Okay, it's something like that. And yeah, so as you can see here, we have various files like as you can see here, build type like program is enabled. So we can get the information from, yeah, we have also program scripts rules here. So I'm gonna also explain and make a separate video to explain you much about what is program. Actually it's obfuscation of a code. Okay, it helps to reduce your code and application size. Okay, so that is the idea. And there are various files like Gradle version files here. If you see, our Gradle version is 6.5 here. These are program rules, these are Gradle properties. We have various properties like Android X is true, is enabled, Jetifier is enabled, and nothing more. So SDK location, the location of your SDK libraries, software development kit, and that's it. So this is a simple explanation of Gradle. I hope you guys have some idea of what is a Gradle scripts, what are Gradle scripts, and what are build a Gradle file. Okay, and I'm gonna explain you. I'm gonna also provide you some the link, so you can follow my blog and try to read by yourself and understand more. And there are also, I will provide you some also extra links. This is a um, official page of Gradle, so it's explaining you in depth about what is Gradle, what are Gradles, and what are Gradle scripts, and all the information. How do you install it, and yeah, we have. So I'm gonna also provide this link to you guys. Okay, so um, mm, that's it. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next chapter, in the next lesson. So I'm gonna explain you some interesting topics about Android. Thank you.